Two announcements before this video start. Go and check out Uchiha Naruto, this sage on my second channel. I'll be leaving a link in description for you guys to enjoy. And if you haven't already, click that red subscribe button over there and subscribe. And go and check out What If the Kyuubi gave Naruto a dojutsu. On this channel, I just posted it about an hour or so. So yeah guys, go and check it out. But for now, I'm going to be giving you part 5 of What If Naruto went missing for 4 years. Hope you guys enjoy. Get this one to 100 likes as usual. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. Turn on that bell notification, stay posted. And if it's first time you hear my voice, click that red subscribe button and join Anime King family. And also, there will be a link in top of description. Click on it and go over to my second channel, Anime King 2, and enjoy. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. So basically, last time we left off, Katara and Sato came to the Leaf Village, and after an argument with Sakura, Kurama then appeared as he informed the Leaf Ninjas everything that happened when Naruto faced off against Sasuke, and that he made a deal with Naruto to heal him if Naruto freed him. And he's been training Naruto for the past 4 years. The both of them, Kurama and Tsunade, made a deal. Tsunade decided to tell Kurama that she could give him the information of the Akatsuki. They could share information, but they want one thing in return: Naruto back here. The Kyuubi told her that he has no say over what Naruto does. He does as he wants, and the Kyuubi do not force him. So Tsunade decided to send Kakashi and Sakura, his old teammates, over there to try and convince Naruto to get back home. So that was basically the last part, but you guys can watch and enjoy for yourself. Just switch across the place and check it out. So we start this episode with Katara. She came up on Naruto and Sato training. Hey guys, guess what? I have a couple of guests here to see you. Oh, I see, said Naruto as he turned around and started to walk away. Naruto, Lord Kyuubi ordered you not to be rude, Katara said to him. I know, said Naruto as he bent down and picked up a towel. He quickly wiped the sweat off his body, and he then put on a thin shirt that stuck to his body. However, he then sighed as he saw the two approaching him. Just look at him, said Sakura as she thought about it. She looked at Naruto's muscles as she mentally licked her lips. So, how are you doing, Naruto? Asked Kakashi as if he had seen him every day for the years. Good, Naruto answered flatly. Good? Is that all you have to say? Asked Sakura. What do you want me to say? Asked Naruto. Sensing the tension building, Kakashi decided to change the subject. This may be a dumb question, but why would demon foxes need to turn into humans? Asked Kakashi. Simple, it allows them to keep tabs on the human world better, and it also helped me train. At least I don't have to turn into a human anymore. You can train against your first sensei and that girl over there, said Sato. They pose no real threat to me, said Naruto as Sakura's eyes narrowed. Let's show him what we can do, said inner Sakura. Maybe if we show him how strong we are, he will talk to us and stop talking down to us. Sakura has an inner self in her head that mainly talk rough things and all that. As Sakura then decided to spoke up, "Is something wrong, Naruto? Are you worried that you will lose to a girl?" said Sakura with joy in her eyes. She was so happy to see Naruto and she wanted to spar with him. "No," said Naruto. "It is late and you arrive just before supper, and Lord Kyuubi get upset when anyone is late for the formal supper." "He is right. Lord Kyuubi is a stickler for being on time," said Katara. "Fine," said Sakura. "Naruto, why don't you show them to their house since they are staying with you?" said Katara. "Fine," said Naruto as he started to walk off. "Follow me," he said. After they walked off, Saito then looked at Katara and said, "My father ordered you to show them to their rooms. Why did you stick that job on Naruto?" "It's just more fun," she said with a smile on her face. "Are you trying to set Naruto up with that pink-haired girl? Am I right?" asked Saito. As Katara simply smiled at him as she turned around and walked away. "Here," said Naruto as he opened a door, leading the both of them into a large greeting area. There was a huge center courtyard with a large fountain in between. Behind the waterfall was a staircase leading up to the second floor. The ground floor is living room, training room, and other basic stuff, Naruto explained. "Upstairs is the bedroom. I do not care which one you take." "So, can we take yours?" asked Sakura with a wink as she looked at Naruto. "No," said Naruto. "I would hurry up and put your bags in your room. We will be leaving in 10 minutes. With that, Naruto then disappeared as he was now upstairs in a room. As the both of them went upstairs as they saw Naruto closing the door, Sakura took the bedroom right beside Naruto and Kakashi took the one opposite of him. Sakura then took a deep breath, preparing to see in her new room, as when she opened the door, her eyes widened at what she saw. There was a huge bed with lots of fur on it and with silk running down. She jumped on the soft bed as the fur made it so incredibly soft. As she looked up at the ceiling, she then heard water. Naruto must be taking a shower, she thought. Only if we share the same bathroom, then maybe I could accidentally walk in on him, she thought. Too bad we don't, said inner Sakura, as he was in his own private room. A few minutes later, Naruto was outside of her door. It's time. That was all that he said. Okay, said Sakura. Okay, now I'm going to have dinner with a bunch of demons, also the one that tried to destroy the Leaf Village, she thought as she straightened her clothes. She then walked out the door as the hallway was empty. She headed downstairs and saw Kakashi and Naruto waiting by the water fountain. Kakashi and Sakura were looking around as they walked in to the main dining hall. It was very great. It was a great sight. In there was quite beautiful and well created. It had a large vault ceiling with diamonds and other rare jewels in the ceiling, making the ceiling sparkle like the shining night. Inside there was a huge table, sat all different foxes around it. All of them had different tails, amount, and also had different colors. But some of them had the same amount, like some of them had 2 tails, some of them had 3, some of them had 1, some of them had 2, but none of them had over 9, as the Kyuubi sat at the head of the table. "Ah, Naruto, you're right on time," said the Kyuubi. "As always," said the elder fox. "Who are these other 2 humans?" asked another elder fox at the table. "Naruto, are you going to introduce your friends?" asked the Kyuubi. "Yes, sir," said Naruto. "This is Sakura Haruno and Kakashi Hatake of the village hidden in the leaf." "Oh, your former teammates, correct?" said a fox with blue stripes and 7 tails. He had A white skin with blue stripe going straight down on him. 7 tails. He looked dangerous with his sharp teeth. You can see his fangs when he talk. Yes, Councilman Gakko, I see that you have been listening to your daughter, said Naruto with a smile as Gakko returned back with a smile, as his smile kind of looked kind of evil the way his teeth shape out. Well, it's kind of hard not to listen to her. She take after her mother, said Gato, as he looked at his daughter, Katara, who was sitting beside Sato, who was sitting next to the Kyuubi. Please take a seat, said the Kyuubi, as Naruto walked over, as he then took the left seat beside the Kyuubi from Sato. You too, said the Kyuubi, as Sakura then went and sit beside Naruto, and Kakashi sit beside her, as Kakashi was beside Gyakko, the 7-tailed demon fox. Now that everyone is here, we may eat, said the Kyuubi, as Sakura then looked down, as she was preparing to see something kind of weird, as there were servants came there and lift up the banter over the food. But then, Sakura realized it would be a human meal. It would be like the same thing she see around a human dinner table, as she was kind of surprised and confused, thinking that they would have some kind of weird routine meal regimen. However, there was more meat and less vegetable. Well, no vegetable at all, mostly meat, as she watched as the demon foxes use their multiple tails pick up the meat and their cups as they drink and thus rip the meat apart, enjoying it, as they look quite devilish eating their food. Sakura then looked around as she also saw Kakashi chewing, but his mask was up. How is, as she was pretty confused, but she then brushed it off, thinking that she will never see under that mask, as she then looked at Naruto to see him eating pleasantly. So Naruto, does this vixen girl belongs to you? Asked Gyakko as Sakura's eyes widened, ready to hear what Naruto was about to say. No, said Naruto. As far as I know, Sakura is unclean, he said. What are you talking about? No one owns me, Sakura said as she snapped. Calm down, Sakura, said Naruto as he looked at her. They are asking if you're my girlfriend. But you said own and claim, stated Sakura. Different meanings, said Naruto. You see, when a demon fox is dating each other, they claim each other, and no other fox are allowed to date them. That is what it means, said Naruto as he looked at her. Oh, she said. So why are you here? Asked another female Snow White fox named Musi. Well, that is a complicated issue, said Kakashi. We are here for 2 reasons. The first one is to find out how much my old student has changed. And the second one is to try and get him back to the village once we are finished here. I see. But I sense another reason, said Musi as she looked at Sakura. Mother, please don't pry into other people's personal business, said Katara. Very well, said Musi. So, Lord Kyuubi, how are talks going with the sharks? Asked another fox. Sharks? Asked Sakura as she looked towards Naruto, who was pouring himself another glass of water. You know there are 5 major ninja nations, Naruto asked. Yeah, the land of fire, wind, earth, lightning and water in their own ninja village, said Kakashi. But here, there are 6 major demon village populated by different summonings, said Naruto. So sharks is a different village and a different summons? Asked Sakura. Correct, young vixen, said the Kyuubi. The demon sharks are on a different side of alliance between the 6 demon summoning left over the last demon war. Demon war? Asked Sakura as Naruto closed his eyes, rubbing his forehead. Why did you have to tell her that or say that? Naruto thought as he looked at the Kyuubi. He didn't want to explain. Okay, listen Sakura. Most humans believe that demon cannot be killed. That is totally wrong. A demon lifespan is measured in millions of years, but they still can be killed, said Naruto. When I was but a only 3 tail, the war broke out, said the Kyuubi. An alliance between the fox and the bears and our wolves, the cousins. It led to tension as the alliance quickly broke when the snakes and the shark and the scorpion joined in on the fold. Naruto then picked up. This was a war like nothing we humans has ever seen. Chakra on another scale. But the dead god, he came there and just told them all to end it. Oh, that one you call named Todd? No, that is not the dead god. He's just a mere servant of him. I see, said Sakura. How long does you demons live for? Sakura said. Sakura, how old do you think I am? Asked Katara. About my age, 16 years old? Sakura said, as almost all of them chuckled. In a way, you're kind of correct. I am 16, but I am 16 million years old, said Katara, as Sakura's jaw widened, as she couldn't believe what she just heard. 16 million years old? I will most likely die when I'm between 85 and 100 million, she said. That is how long we live for. I had no idea, said Sakura. Yes, I am nearing retirement age myself, said the Kyuubi. Please don't say that, Lord Kyuubi, said Katara. Once my son here had mastered 6 tails, I will hand the throne over to him, said the Kyuubi. That should be happening in another 5 million years. 10 if my future son-in-law doesn't grow up some more, laughed Gyakko. Sato pouted at his future father-in-law actions as he then turned at Katara as she smiled at him. So you two are engaged? Asked Sakura as she looked at Sato and Katara. Ever since we were born, said Sato. Yeah, I am the head daughter of the House of Wind, and Sato is the first son of the House of Fire, said Katara. And our firstborn male pup will be set up to marry the daughter of the House of Water. It goes around though, the 5 chakra types, which one represented by a royal house, said the Kyuubi. I see. So, does arranged marriages happen to all demon foxes? Asked Sakura. No, only between the son of the Lord and the first female of the next house, said Musi. What if they don't like each other? Asked Sakura. If both agree to call it off, then their arranged mating cannot happen, said the Kyuubi. But that has never happened through the histories. I see, said Sakura as she noticed that everyone was finishing up their meal. Why don't we retire for the evening? Said the Kyuubi as he looked at Kakashi and Sakura. I know how far Naruto has come, but I want to see how he compares with people that he grew up with. What does that mean? Asked Sakura. Tomorrow morning, you guys will fight me, said Naruto with a grin. Crap, can we really hurt Naruto-kun? Asked inner Sakura to herself. We have to, Sakura thought back to herself. We have to show Naruto that we have gotten stronger. She then followed Kakashi and Naruto back to her room as both of them were going in the same direction. Naruto didn't say anything as he walked into his room, as he then closed the door behind him. Kakashi, why is Naruto acting this way? Asked Sakura, only to see that her sensei had his perverted book out. Well, he said as he closed his book, that is difficult. You know about the demon that used to be within Naruto? Yes, said Sakura. Well, people in my age group know that Naruto had something inside of him, and through all his time in the village, the people hated him and glared at him. They all hated him for what he had inside of him. They also went around beating him up or worse. Just imagine having everyone hate you and you have no idea why. I would hate everybody, said Sakura as she felt down. That is what happened to Gaara, but Naruto kept driving forward. He made friends and he get into a group where he went on missions. But then his trust was broken after what Sasuke did, as Sakura then took a gulp. And he has spent years here with very little human content, said Kakashi, and he may have more personal reason, but just give him time, okay? As Sakura then nodded, as Sakura went over to her room and Kakashi went inside of his room. But guys, I'm be ending this episode right here. If you want to see next part of this, you already know what to do. Just like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification, and share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, guys. And if you haven't yet, go over and check out my second channel, Anime King 2, and I hope you enjoy. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.